Where is this storm right now, and how much rain are we anticipating? Because we're right in the middle of it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just to our south, so we still have several more hours to go before this thing is all said and done. So some of us could still get about an inch or two of rain.
It's ugly out.
This is a day you want to stay inside, maybe turn on the fire. You turned on the heat, huh?
Yeah, I caved, turned the heat back. It got too cold in the house.
It got too cold, yeah, it did. And so we have warmer days coming. It's just going to take a while. But so far, we've seen more than an inch of rain in the Vineyard, Nantucket, Plymouth, more than an inch of rain, close to it there for Worcester, and almost 3/4 of an inch in Boston. So we have more wet weather on the way as you look at the rainfall forecast for the next few hours here into the overnight, about 100% chance. So many of us will have a good drink of water as we head through later tonight. Area of low pressure just to our south. It will continue pushing over us, giving us this northeasterly wind, this nor'easter as it moves to the north. It's going to hang around, though. Here's the deal as we go into our Saturday, and that's not great news. So Friday, Saturday here just kind of lingers around to the north, and that still will give us this wind and pattern that will keep us unsettled through part of the weekend before the sunshine returns gradually into Sunday. Now, here's a look at First Alert Live radar. We're still dealing with some of the rainfall out there. It's heavy at times as we look a bit closer to Boston. You'll notice some of these yellow returns towards Scituate and Weymouth. That's heavier rain that we're tracking. Also to Central Mass we go. Outer Route 2 toward Leominster and Rutland, we're seeing some heavier downpours, and that continues toward South Shore, even toward the Cape here, toward Chatham, P-Town, and Wellfleet. There goes Plymouth there. So there are some returns here indicating that heavy rain right on time. And this will continue counterclockwise motion for the next few hours right during the heart of the afternoon drive. It's pretty rough across the area, and you have to tack on the winds with it. Now, a couple of isolated storms not out of the question, especially toward the islands. Gusty winds for tonight. You look at First Alert Futurecast with the clock there. Yeah, more wet weather as we head toward about 5, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock this evening as that wet weather continues to roll through. We're not really worried so much about severe weather with this system. It's mainly rain and wind and a potential for some flooding out there. Heading toward midnight, there's still rain around the area, and that's towards 7 o'clock in the morning. We still have the area of low pressure. The nor'easter is about right here at this point. So the counterclockwise motion brings all that wet weather still over our area in a scattered variety toward tomorrow morning. Kind of breaks up at times toward the afternoon. Hard pressed to find full sunshine, maybe some filter sunshine here and there. Here comes Saturday, area of low pressure still to our north, and so the swing around means that we still have the opportunity for a few sprinkles and showers by your Saturday morning, with maybe gradual clearing, some peaks of sunshine heading through later in the day. But I'm really thinking more sunshine will move into Sunday and Monday. There goes what we're seeing with the rain. So we could add to what we've already seen. So about 2 to 3 inches of rain, really not out of the question for parts of our area. So the heart of the commute right now is pretty rough. For some of us, it will get even worse for some of us over the next couple of hours. Tonight, have it in the medium category, even tomorrow morning with some of the low clouds that we're going to be seeing. Now look at the winds here, gusting to almost 50 miles an hour in Nantucket, 40 miles an hour in the Vineyard, almost 40 in Barnstable, 36 in P-Town, 35 in Boston. Wouldn't be surprised if we see some gusts in Boston higher to about 40, maybe up to 45 miles an hour. So you'll see the forecast here. The model now saying maybe up to 60 miles an hour for the Vineyard. We'll have to watch that one. But as we go through the night, we'll be tracking the winds very closely. And you'll notice for tomorrow, those winds start to subside a bit more before they pick up a little bit during the day on Saturday. Even for Saturday, the winds gusting up to about 25 miles an hour at times. Wind advisory until 11 o'clock tonight, mainly along the coast from New Hampshire all the way down here toward the Cape and the islands. So gust about 45 to 50 miles an hour. And then you talk about, yes, the minor coastal flooding around high tide. High tide at Boston Harbor is about 8 o'clock tonight, so we could see a little splash over at times, likely staying below the flood stage, a minor flood stage 4, so that's good news. But overall, there will be some minor areas there. We could see some flooding along the Cape and the islands and maybe even South Shore. Quick look at the temperatures. I mean, I don't have to say much. It's in the 40s. You have to turn on the heat. So did I. Okay, so I understand. It's May 22nd, and we're talking about heat. Turn on the furnace, not heat at 80 degrees. Look at the 10-day forecast. Memorial Day, partly cloudy skies, 68 degrees, 72 for Tuesday, mid-70s by the end of next week, but we do have a couple more showers we're tracking.
All right. Hopefully the heat, at least in terms of your furnace, is short-lived. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. We don't want to.
We're going to get sunshine very soon. We just got to hold on a little longer.